How do we overcome porn? In 1 Corinthians, Paul uses the word porneia to describe any inappropriate sexual behavior. And really that definition tells us that there's no not so bad behavior that's acceptable. It's really anything outside of God's best for our lives in this area. So you can't let the enemy trick you into thinking it's one thing that you're not supposed to do.
The thing about today's culture, it's everywhere you look. It's on TV, it's in your school, it's on your phone. There's no shield from it. You can't run away from it. You have to face it head on.
Some of us have gotten to the point where we've kind of numbed our conscience. We've said no to the conviction so many times over that it's going to take the restoration of Jesus, the cleansing of our mind, and the renewal of our spirit to build that back up and to start saying yes to the conviction and really be able to overcome this by that pattern, right? And we've been in this COVID season. Some of us need to sanitize our mind, replace the junk and the things that we've been filling our minds and hearts with. And every time you bob your head saying yeah to a song or to a show or whatever, it's entering your mind. It's going to take root and come up in a sin or in a relationship.
Sin will take you further than you want to go, cost you more than you want to pay, and keep you longer than you want to stay.
You might say it's just a video, it's just a bad habit, it's just something I've done and I can't really fix it. But in reality, the problem with porn is it'll destroy your ability to love.
Right.
You're always going to want something. You always want to get somewhere, rather than loving by serving and by sacrificing. That's the kind of love that Jesus displayed for us.
Look, most guys and girls won't do this. They won't take it seriously. But do you want to be like most guys and girls? No. We want to be like Jesus.
Hey, all it takes is one thought. And if you don't take that thought captive, it can lead down the path to sin. You have to check on yourself, and figure out what's causing you to fall into this temptation.
You can put together strings of good days or maybe even a week, and then we fall right back into temptation. And then you just think, I want to give up. Don't give up. You just got to keep fighting the good fight.
Jesus said in Matthew 5:30 that if your right eye causes you to stumble, to cut it out, throw it away. For it's better to lose one part of your body than to have your whole body be thrown into the pit. You got to cut off anything that's leading you down that path, whether it's a person, whether it's a device, whether it's an app, a show. You got to unfollow people, curate your feed. Even on TikTok, there's a feature where you can hold down the video and press not interested. Sometimes they like to stick things in there to keep you scrolling, to keep you wanting, give you a little taste and make you want to keep going. That's really the strategy behind a lot of these social medias is they make these apps so you can keep scrolling. They'll use inappropriate stuff to keep you on there. Stay away from the top 10 recommended on Netflix. There's a reason that it's a lot of suggestive things. It's because they want you to click on that. Yeah. They want you to put reviews. They want you to talk about it. They want it to be on Instagram.
And what the enemy wants to do more than anything is convince you that you're the only one that deals with these problems. Check out this statistic. Amongst church-going Christians, 2/3 of men, half of pastors, and nearly 1/3 of women struggle with porn on a monthly basis. The enemy wants us to think that we are alone. Nobody is dealing with it. It's just us. This could not be further from the truth. Everybody deals with temptation. Men, women, older people, younger people, pastors, celebrities. We all deal with it. But now what we have to figure out is how do we deal with it?
There's no destination where there's no temptation.
James chapter 5 verse 16 says, therefore confess your sins to each other and pray for each other. You gotta tell somebody. We're not able to do it alone, but when we bring somebody else into our situation that can hold us accountable, we can do it.
The reality is you're no match for sin by yourself. Even Jesus said to flee from temptation. He didn't say to stand up and fight it and do your best. No, he said flee. So what's the hope? The hope is Jesus.